Hello, good morning, everyone. A very good morning to all my little children. Okay, I'm so happy to see your lovely faces. Yes. So, what about y'all? Y'all are a bit confused today. I can see that. Hmm, why is that? Bit confused? Oh, I know why. Because of this, right? Y'all are wondering whether y'all are at the hospital or at the Zoom class, right? Yes? Okay, don't worry. Y'all are at the Zoom class, right? Y'all are not at the hospital, right? Because some of y'all are scared of hospitals. Because they all are getting bitter medicine, injections, right? That's why y'all gave me that weird look, right? Oh, don't worry. I'm still your teacher. I was just pretending to be a doctor. Who am I? Yes, a doctor. A doctor who gives medicine, right? Okay. So that I was talking about a doctor early in the morning. Now you have a clue about my lesson for today. Any clues? Yes, darling? Yes? Hyansa, tell me, darling, any clues? What is it? Oh, we are going to do hospital. Wow, it's great. Yes. That's kind of a good suggestion for another day, probably. But today, we're not going to have a hospital, but we are going to talk about some people around us. Some people who help all the time. We need their help. Without their help, we are helpless. Okay? Without their help, we are helpless. So, we are going to talk about very important people around us, like the doctor. Okay, so since I just started with the doctor, with this thing, what is it? The stethoscope. Yes, the stethoscope. I'll talk a bit more about the doctor, right? Yes. So I guess you all might have met a doctor at least once in your life, right? Not once, probably, many times, right? Yes. So we all have to go to a doctor when we become what? When we become sick. So when we are really sick, the doctor is very helpful. Not only the doctor, who else is there at the hospital to help us? The nurses, right? The helping staff, yes. Everybody at the hospital are very helpful when we are really sick, right? The doctors give us medicine like this, right? They give us medicine, they do checkups, right? And they will tell whether Hansen is having a real stomachache or whether Onitya is having a real headache. Okay, because sometimes we get what? We get sick. Really? We pretend, right? Yeah, yeah, sometimes. Especially our children pretend, but not my children, right? Yes, I know. Y'all are not doing that. Yes, I meant some children, okay? Not my children. So The doctors can identify, okay, what has happened to our body and they help us, okay. So here I have a picture of a doctor. See, oh, see, this girl is having a fracture, I guess, see. Oh, and the other girl is probably having a running nose. So the doctor is there to help, right? So the doctor is a community helper. Who is it? We call them community helpers because they help us, or else community workers. Okay. Who else are there to help us in the community? Who else are there? Yes, tell me. Any other community helper that you all know? Oh, yes, the firefighter. Nino, 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 Nino. Yes. Yeah, when there's a fire, we need the help of the firefighter because fire is very dangerous. We cannot what? We cannot put away the fire, right? We need the help of a firefighter who is very brave, right? The firefighters are very brave, right? And they have their uniform and equipment to fight with the fire. So we need their help when a fire breaks out, right? Yes, so the firefighter is also very, very helpful to rescue people in a fire, to save buildings and other valuable things in that building during a fire, right? Yes, the firefighter, and even in a disaster, when a big disaster happens, firefighters come out to help people, help children, right? So firefighter is another community helper. See, here there's a firefighter and where does he work? At the fire station, okay? At the fire station. Okay. And there's another one like the firefighter, I would say. It's not a firefighter, but someone who's really close to a firefighter because he's also very brave, right? He's also very brave. Who comes in this vehicle? Mm, what is this? A police car, right? So the policeman, right? The policeman, yes. He's also very helpful, right? Yes. Where have you all seen policemen? Yes, tell me. Yes. Oh, at the road. Yes, yes. They help us during traffic, when there's traffic, and they help the children to cross the road, right? Especially in front of schools. Yes, and when there are those bad thieves, you know thieves? Yes, who rob our money, who steal our money. Who comes to help us? Yes, the policeman. The policeman comes to help us, right? Yes, so the policeman is another who? Community. Yes, darling, community helper. Yes, the community helper. Yes, very important community helper. See how helpful these community workers, community helpers are? Yes. So, and there's another community helper that works really close with y'all. You have any guesses? Any guesses? Mm, even now we all can see that community worker. Can you all try now? Oh yes, it's the teacher. It's the teacher, yes. The teacher helps you all, yes. Without the teacher, can you all study at school? No. The teacher helps you all to learn letters, numbers, to learn how to sing, write, dance, and many other things, right? So, a teacher is also a community what? A community helper, a community worker. See, look at this teacher. See, the teacher stays in the classroom with children. The teacher helps children, yes, students. So, teacher is another community helper. Okay, so now we all have a house. Do you all have a house? Yes, we do. And we have a school, a very nice school building, right? Yes, and we have hospitals, supermarkets. So, who helps us to build these structures? Who help us? Yes? Oh, the construction workers. See, the construction workers. If not for their help, all of us will have to sleep outside. No houses, no buildings, no hospitals, no schools. See how important they are, right? So, what do they do? Yes, tell me. What do they do? Oh, they build houses. Yes, what else? The other buildings, right? The supermarkets, schools, hospitals, everything, right? And even the roads. Yes, the bridges. They do a lot of hard work to help us, right? They use a lot of machinery like this. See, they use a lot of machinery, a lot of tools in a construction site, right? Yes, in a construction site like this. See, there's a construction site. Yes. So they are also really, really helpful for us, right? So the construction worker is another community worker. Okay, so now we have the houses, we have a teacher to help us, we have a doctor to treat us when we are sick. But without food, can we live? Can we? No, right? We need to eat. So, how are we getting all our food? Rice, fruits, vegetables. Yes, how are we getting this? Who is helping us to get these things? Our food? Yes, who is that? Yes, the farmer, exactly. The farmer, right? The farmer grows all our vegetables in his farm, our fruits, right? Yes. And we get rice from the paddy fields, right? The farmers are working at paddy fields. See, we get all our food thanks to who? Thanks to who? The farmer, right? Yes, the farmer. See? Oh, yes, the farmer. He really, really helped us. Without him, we would be starving, right? No food. Oh, we'll have to be hungry all the time and we'll be sick without food, right? Yes, so farmer is another community worker. Yes, community helper. Yes, so farmer is another community helper. And here I have another one. Who is this? It must be a little bit tricky sometimes with the picture because we don't see this helper with the same uniform in our country. So must be a little bit tricky for y'all. Okay. So it's a postman. Yes, the postman. Ting 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 ting. He comes in a bike and rings the bell in the morning. Have you all ever met a postman? Yes, this is a postman. He brings us all the important letters, documents, right? So he's also a very helpful community worker and he works at the post office. Post office, right? So he's also very helpful to us. He brings us all our messages in an envelope, right? Yes, so this is the postman, okay? So that we learned about a lot of community helpers. I just thought of sharing a small video with y'all. Y'all are ready? Excited? Okay, let me share it with y'all. Okay. Okay, let's enjoy it.
Doctor treats the sick, a policeman catches the thieves quick, a plumber mends pipes and taps, a tailor makes clothes to wrap. A farmer grows wheat for bread, a shopkeeper sells them all, a cobbler mends shoes for all, an engineer builds bridges tall. Teacher makes learning happy and fun. These are our helpers, all should learn. These are our helpers, all should learn. These are our helpers, all should learn. These are our helpers, all.
Okay, so you saw almost all the community helpers that we discussed today and some more also, right? Because there's a lot. We only discussed about few community workers today, but there's a lot because a lot of people help us in the society, like the plumber who fix the pipes, and then the tailor who prepares, sew our clothes, right? Yes, a lot of other people are there. We only talked about very few community helpers, okay? So that's all for today. But before winding up, I have another small activity. I hope you all have this printout, this small activity with you all because I have already sent it to you all. So here in this activity, in this side, you have the picture of the community worker and this side, you have the place that they work. So what you have to do is you have to match the community worker with the correct working place. So for example, let's do the first one. The first one is, I'm not sure whether y'all can see it clearly, but since y'all have the printout with you, that won't be a problem, okay? It's the firefighter. So the firefighter, where does he work? Where does he work? At the fire station here. So like this, you can match it. See? See? Okay, not in a hurry. You all can do this leisurely, right? So on the next day, we can check this, right? You can get the help of your parents if you want. But I think you all can do it alone because we already discussed about a lot of community helpers. So that's all for today. I hope you all had a lovely session. So until we meet tomorrow, have a nice day, stay safe and be happy. Love you all. I'm Hasini Madanayaka and I'm studying Diploma of Early Childhood Care and Development at South Asian International Institute of Higher Education. And I did this as a teaching practice of this course. And for today's activity, my theme was community helpers, and the domain was cognitive development. The subdomain was environmental awareness, and the specific aspect was awareness of the community child lives in. And the age group was 4 to 5 years, and the mode was online. And if I'm to just describe on the lesson plan, first I just pretended to be a community worker to get the attention to the lesson, and then I showed them some sorry sorry and I showed them some flashcards and discussed with them about community workers, how they are helpful. So then I showed them a small video of community workers, and then finally I gave them a small worksheet, match the community worker and the place they work. So the learning materials I used were the flashcards, and then some um, toys, of course, some toys I used, and then some activity sheet, and then of course a video file as well. So that's how I planned this lesson today. Thank you very much.